What's happening, guys? My name is ODG and I'd like to welcome you to episode number 4 of our Newcastle United career mode. Today is our first first matches of our Premier League season, and I've got a sad thing to say. I have actually lost 2 of the matches through my computer wanting to crash, and I lost some stuff, but I was able to save something. And with them clips, I've got what I have, and yeah, and let's get started with it. To be honest with you, it's not the end of the world. It was just one match, and to be honest, I can actually describe the match pretty well. And the other one was a League Cup, it was a Capital One Cup match, and well, it wasn't much in that. It was pretty much me dominating. But let's get things started. So we first off we get some news saying what we are predicted, and we are predicted to finish around 7th, and a key player in our team will be Demba. And the news is saying that we really should be pushing for these Europa League spots. But first of all, we get a transfer offer accepted by Real Madrid for the player we went for last episode, which was Sami Khedira. Hopefully Khedira can boost our team. Really, he's a very world-class player, a German international as well, so he will have some international matches and hopefully sign. So we go in and offer him a contract, and obviously he's a high-wage player, seeing as he's a Real Madrid player, and we have to try and get him away from his club. So I do put in a bid for 750,000 a week. I put him down as a crucial player, or important. I go for crucial player, and I give him 4 years, and I give him he does accept it in the end. So luckily enough, we do sign Sami Khedira, a great replacement for Czech Tiote. And to be honest, I'm not surprised he'd want to come to us. He'd get full first team play, possible Champions League team, and big contenders. But then some really big news. Chelsea wanted to sign Falcao, and if he does, that's horrible. And the news are also saying that Kabai's position is in jeopardy over Sami Khedira. If anything, he's going to be playing alongside him. But then I do find this guy on the market. Obviously, everyone knows Alessandro Nesta, amazing legend. And I put in a bid for him, see if he'll join. He's a good club at the moment, and to be honest with you, he'd bring a bit of class into the team. I know he's 36, but really, why wouldn't I want him in the team? He's an absolute legend. So we send that off, and he actually accepts it. So we offered them 100,000 for the player, and we also gave them Brendan Iman, and he's a very young player who I don't really need. He's a very low rank, but they accept this. And so here we are. And then when I get back onto the main menu, for some reason they say that I've paid way too much for him, and it says I've agreed 2,700 or 270,000, but I actually only paid 100,000. I don't know if that's the other player, but we do kick off into our first game of the first game, and the only game actually. But this game was very, very interesting. It's against Tottenham Hotspur. And who doesn't want to watch this match? This was a great match when it was actually real, and it's crucial. So Khedira gets his first start, and Jose Callejon does get back, and Nesta does. But we play 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, centre forward position for Callejon, and Cisse plays Cisse and Bar play up front. But there's the skills from I believe that's Cisse. I don't know. But really, we want to get some points against a tough opposition who will also be looking for Champions League spot. And our first matches aren't the easiest in the world. But we kick things off with some really poor defending. The 3 at the back weren't helping. Stupid slide tackle. And in the 7th minute, Jermaine Defoe, being the absolute goal poacher he is, he'll take that any day. On his left foot, his weaker foot, really poor for us. And we should be doing better for that. And that is just not good. Look, for some reason my game spaced out a little bit. I ran away, I don't know. But I'm not going to be playing in that format. I'm not going to be doing any more mistakes like that. And then straight away, in the 29th minute, nothing happens. And our defence turns to flop again. And for some reason, they just weren't picking up players. And couldn't believe it. And that is basically how it ends at half-time. At half-time, it's 2-0 to Tottenham. Nothing happened in that first half. If anything, there was just complete middle rank play. But they just got these 2 shot chances that would just come out of nothing. But some beautiful play from us, straight from in the second half. A lovely ball. Andreas Schürrle lobbing the ball, and Demba Ba on his head, beautiful goal to get past Hugo Lloris, and he can be happy about that. He is an absolute beast player. You know, I don't know if we'd be anywhere near as good as we would be without him. I don't know, Cisse is not as good as him, I find, on this game. But then that leaves it at 2-1, and then a nice bit of play by Sherrill, bit of skill, gets past, but nothing comes of it. And, you know, I don't know, there's nothing seemed to be going our way, and they just passed the ball around. But then a nice bit of play, Dembele couldn't get to the ball, Dempsey taking it round into the top corner. They just get a shot goal in the 81st minute out of the blue, and you know that just seemed to be it. They seem to have won this. They've won it easily. They've done better than us. They've created the better chances. We just couldn't seem to break down their defence. They were just so strong, and they seemed like a better team. But there was a bit of hope. Gareth Bale did get injured, so this kind of made me think they're going to have to bring on a replacement. They bring on Adebayor, which is quite a dodgy one, but it's 3-1. But then in the 90th minute, Dembele, they just don't pick him up. He slips past and he puts it in the bottom corner. Really poor performance by the defence mostly. Look at that, Colaccini running away, and we have to make a sub, but it's in the 90th minute. This isn't going to make a huge impact. And Dembele makes it 4-1 in our first match. Not the way I would have liked to have started the season. I don't know what happened with the defence, but that is how it ends. So far, our top scorer is Demba Ba on 1 goal. And Dempsey and Dembele, both Fulham players, scored their first goals of the season with their new clubs. And Hugo Lloris and Dempsey having a nice bit of a hug moment. And you know, I was really disappointed with the performance there. We could have done so much better, but we didn't. And that is the key. We should have done better, but we didn't. So we're gonna have to shrug this performance off our shoulders and get on with things. But as I'll explain after the next clip, that we didn't really have our best game next, but we have to think about strengthening our squad. It seemed like I'm going to go for 4-4-1-1. That will be our new permanent formation, and we needed a left back. So I said, okay, let's go for Eric Abidal. He's a bit old. We've got really old players in our team. Let's go for him. He'll strengthen up. Left back, a really good player, and hopefully he'll be a mentor for Santon. And Eric Abidal does accept the contract. So now it's all a case of, do we want to bring him in? I think for the price they were willing to pay, we were going to accept that any day. But we do reject it, but we do end up signing him. I did lose that footage, but yeah, that was really it. That was that bit. We do actually sign him in the end, so don't take notice of that. In our next match, we did play Chelsea. I'm just going to describe it. Next match, we did play Chelsea. Chelsea started out the stronger team in the round about the 5th minute. Lampard did score the goal. Then a few minutes later, Fernando Torres tucked one into the bottom corner, and that was the half-time result. Really poor play. We seemed to be strong, but we didn't seem to do anything. Then Jose Callahan scores an absolute cracker, but that wasn't enough. Then Chelsea then consecutively scored another 2 goals, and that is how that match. So we lost 2 matches 4-1 consecutively. And then we got to the Capital One Cup, and I really wanted to win it. So I started the strongest team I could, and we actually ended up winning that one 3-1. I won't go into any details because I'll go into a bit more detail in the next episode, which is live. It's a live transfer window video. So that's it, really, guys. That is this episode today. A really poor episode and poor performance, really. I apologise about the data. It will not happen again. I will be making sure that everything is perfect next time. And I would like to say thank you guys for watching. My name is OGG, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.